If you're a startup founder or a tech executive, your startup probably has more patentable ideas than it does budget for patents. That's normal. The problem I see over and over, however, is treating all inventions as being equal, spending too much money on inventions that don't matter as much, and not paying enough attention on those truly critical inventions that need patent protection. In this video, I want to share with you a practical strategic framework so you can prioritize your inventions and so that you don't have to file all of your patent applications at once. Hi, my name is Carr Ferrell. I'm a Silicon Valley patent and intellectual property attorney. Welcome back to my channel. Patents are not trophies, they're business assets. Every dollar spent on patents should be tied to a business objective. When resources are limited, the question shouldn't be, is this invention patentable? But rather, which invention deserves protection first? I'm going to walk you through 5 filters that I use with my clients to make this decision rational, defensible, and aligned with business objectives. The first filter is this: when you have more inventions than you have money to file patent applications, this one consideration probably trumps all other criteria combined. The critical question to be asked is, how impactful is this invention on your customers? Customers buy from you because you have something that they need or something that they want. It's an experience that they can't get elsewhere, and they're willing to pay you for it. Whatever this is, whatever technology that you have that enables this experience, this should define the first patent applications that you file. The second important filter is the proximity to revenue. Is this invention tied to a product or a service that's going to generate revenue in the next 12 to 24 months? If so, these inventions should be given a higher priority than those that are just speculative and might be useful someday. Ask yourself, if this invention were to disappear tomorrow, would it affect near-term revenue or pricing power or customer adoption? If the answer is yes, then it moves up the list. If the answer is no, then maybe it's a someday invention that needs to be patented in the future. It's not an invention that you want to forget about, but it just can be postponed. A third filter you should consider is competitive leverage. Some inventions are important because they block competitors from taking your customers, even though they may not be core features that your customers directly see. These inventions are often infrastructure inventions, or workflow optimizations, or system-level architectures. Ask the question, if a competitor copied this invention, would it meaningfully weaken our position or force us into price competition? If the invention creates a choke point or a barrier to entry to the competition, then it deserves consideration. This is where a lot of companies underinvest. They focus on flashy features and often ignore those quiet inventions that really give market strength. A fourth filter in determining whether or not an invention should be protected by patent, at least as a priority, is whether or not the invention can be easily detected in a competitor's product. Some inventions live so deep inside of a product that it's just really hard, if not impossible, to tell whether a patent or an invention is being infringed by that product. Now, it's important to understand that reverse engineering can be very powerfully employed against many products in which the customer actually has access. One famous example of this is the formula for Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola has historically advertised that the formula that they use for Coca-Cola is locked in a bank vault somewhere in Atlanta, Georgia. When in fact, really any first-year chemical engineering or chemistry student with a gas chromatography machine could reverse engineer the chemical components of Coca-Cola. And that's notwithstanding the fact that the formula is actually posted on the internet and has been posted for the last 20 years. However, there are many inventions where it's just difficult to determine whether the invention is being used or not. And we especially see this in software, where the software is being run on a server that's not accessible by the public. Many artificial intelligence inventions fall into this category, where we just don't know what the algorithm is that's being used. So the bottom line is that if it would be difficult for you to detect whether your invention has been incorporated into the product or service of a competitor, it may be better to maintain that invention as a trade secret and not publish it in a patent application that would be available to the public. And a fifth filter that I think is useful to think about when considering the priority of patent applications is whether the invention that you're considering is foundational as opposed to a single feature. If you can patent a platform concept that covers multiple current and future embodiments, that's usually a lot more valuable and powerful than getting patents one feature at a time. If you are thinking about patenting your platform, however, it's important to have a good patent strategy before getting started on the application process. And by the way, although not mentioned in these first 5 filters, there may be situations where you have inventions that have been in the public for some period of time, not exceeding 1 year, but some period of time that are about to fall off the cliff. You have 12 months in order to get your patent applications on file once a public disclosure has been made. So if you have inventions that are getting close to that 12-month cliff, you may want to consider increasing the priority of those applications in your stack. Okay, that's really all I have to say today about prioritizing patent applications. If you found this video helpful, you might consider subscribing. I regularly talk in my videos about how startups and tech companies can use patents and other intellectual property assets strategically to increase company value. And finally, if your company needs help with its patent portfolio or its patent strategy, I'd love to hear from you. You can reach me at the email address below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.